Team Cyprian, once again, welcome to my channel. I'm super excited. The support you are giving me, it means a lot to me. May Almighty God bless you. So as you all know, kesi ya Rigathi Gachagua ilikuwa ianze kusikizwa leo pale Senate, but unlucky senators hawakuweza kushow up. But I always say, kwa Senate ndio tuko na watu wako sober. The likes of Sifuna, the likes of Onyonga, Ledama pia nilimsikia vile anaongea nikajua kwamba kuna watu ambao they mind about common mwananchi, while others they just mind about their stomach, especially the MPs. MPs wao walipewa chao, wakaimpeach, hawakutaka kuangalia the evidence, vitu kama hizo ndio tuweze kujua vile kupo. So Onyonga leo amekuwa interviewed. I'm going to pin the video yenye alikuwa anaongea so that muweze kumsikiza vizuri sana alivyokuwa anasema. But meanwhile, I just want to read something here muweze kusikia ama muweze kujua. Honorable Richard Onyonga. At Senate, we will look at each accusation laid. If you say the DP has participated in disseminating his brother's children, give us the evidence and not a say. If you say he is tribal, when he gave names of members from his community, chances are those facts do exist. But isn't that what the president has done when he appointed PSS from his region who are over 100? You get it? So I just want to put a certain video here muweze kuisikiza vizuri sana, and then I'm going to read comments. Kuna mtu hapa amenemu karibu watu wangapi wakale, amenemu how many people? 63. Amenemu 63 so far. I'm going to read them, but first let's listen to this video ya Honorable Onyonga.
The way you have looked at it, my answer is very simple. The National Assembly was discussing and basically raising issues which they felt many of them were using to justify or to explain why DP Gachagua is actually being impeached. But for us at the Senate, we have decided and we have said this, and it's very simple. We are looking at the facts. We are going to look at each and every accusation that has been laid. If you say that the Deputy President has participated in disinheriting children of his brother, please give me the evidence. I'm not going to be discussing hearsay. If you tell me that he's tribal, I will tell you, Sami, that yes, chances are, in fact, those facts that do exist. He was giving names of individuals who come from his community, but isn't that what the president has done in employing his permanent secretaries who are now over 100? And yet in reality, yes, Sami.
What do you mean 100 PSs?
Yes.
No.
Absolutely.
In total, they're just about
Sami,
51.
The list can come here, I give it to you, brother. Don't challenge that, please.
There are 15 PSs.
Sami, there are some where you have a department which has got 2.
I'm saying.
Okay, let me simplify it for us. PSS and senior government officers in state departments and corporations. There are more than 100. And if I sit down and give you, wait, Sami.
Would have to count.
Sami, the list it started 3 years ago when I was talking about it here. Yes, you can run through that list. So what Gachagua has done is not shocking. That is how we've been behaving. What Gachagua has talked about, this was a company. Shares were being distributed. He said the president kept 60%. He was given his percentage. Musalia and Weta got their percentage. That's the reality. So when we in the Senate are looking at this impeachment, we don't see Gachagua as a failure. We don't see Gachagua as a tribalist. We see him as a consequence of this system which has become so dysfunctional that all we do when we seek power, Sami, is to take state resources, to take state opportunities and share them between our friends, our relatives, and our tribesmen. And that is a fact. So let us interrogate that as Kenyans. Let us know Gachagua is an accident. Out of this reality that we are facing, what is our reality? We are a country that is so dysfunctional that we have gotten rid of meritocracy. What we do, we now reward chronism. We reward relatives. Right. We reward those people who helped us win the election because they donated the money. And it does not matter whether we are going to reward somebody who has no capacity because they come from a poor background, because they're a child of a border rider. And what we have done is basically brought that war to the public, and the public is now discussing it. And that is why when people are saying kufa dereva kufa makanga, what Kenyans are telling us is very simple. This system you guys are running, we know it's cooked. So you're either going to get rid of each other so that we can have a new start if there's anything like that can come in. Number two, or you are going to sit down and agree that you are going to fix the mess that you have created yourselves. And that is where I am. So going to vote in the Senate for me is a matter that I will interrogate. I will look at it. I'll even consider the historical aspect of this. Sami, how many times have we said here, it is not an accident that in 1963, Mzee Kenyatta disagreed with Jaramogi and Murumbi. You come, Moi disagreed with Kibaki and Saitoti. You come, Kibaki disagreed with Raila, Kalonzo was on the side, struggling with it, he didn't know how to handle it. What happened? Uhuru came. Only that Uhuru maintained William until after his first term. The second term, William went crazy. So what is repeating itself is exactly what William did to the president, who was Uhuru. So why are we behaving?
Oh, yes. Mumeweza kumsikiza sana vile Onyonga ameweza kuongea. Sasa ningependa kusoma comment iko hapa juu wamesema kama Rigathi ni mpenda kabila yake, pia tunataka kuona hawa ma-PS ama hawa ma-ministers. Somebody anaitwa Kim amesema, Sami, here is the list of His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua is triple why William Ruto is not a triple leader. This is just 2 years in government and many more names haven't been enlisted. So far we have 63 names. Number 1, Head of Civil Service, Felix Kosgei. Huyo ni mtu wa kutoka Central. Kengen CEO Abraham Serem, Central. Kenya Power CEO Joseph Siror, Central. Kenya Pipeline CEO Joy Sang. Energy and Petroleum Regulatory Agency CEO Daniel Kiptop. Kenya Nuclear Regulatory Authority Director General James Ketel. Ketraco Company Secretary Lydia Sitinei. Kenya Ports Authority CEO William Ruto. KEMRI CEO Elijah Songok. New KCC CEO Nixon Sigei. New NSSF CEO David Koroz. NCPB CEO John Ngetich. Agriculture and Food Authority Chair Cornel Serem. Kenya Seed Company CEO Sami Kiblagat. Nyayo T-Zone CEO Peter Koril. Kenya Agriculture and Livestock Research Organization CEO Eriud K. Keregel. Kenya Meat Commission Chair Joseph Kipto. Kenya Dairy Board CEO Margaret Kibogi. Kenya Animal Genetics Resources Center CEO David Kios. Export Processing Zone EPZ Chair Mr. Richard Jeriot. Kenya National Accreditation Service CEO Martin Jesire. Kenya National Accreditation Service CEO Martin Tesire. Special Economic Zones Authority CEO Kenneth Jerule. Insurance Regulatory Authority CEO Godfrey Kiptum. Kenya Deposit Insurance Corporation CEO Ellen Chepchumba Chepkon. Privatization Commission CEO Joseph Koskei. Director General of Immigration Everine Jeluget. Kenya Space Agency CEO Hilary Kipkoskei. Kenya Post Office Savings Bank Chair Sarah. Kenya Water Towers Agency CEO Julius Tanui. Kenya Forestry Research Institute Kevri CEO Joshua Jeboio. Tourism Regulatory Authority CEO Nopati Talam. Kenya Tourism Board KTB CEO John Chirchir. North Rift Valley Waterworks Development Agency CEO Edwin Jeliot Lotich. National Employment Authority Chair Vincent Kigen. Kenya Pipeline Chair Faith Poinet. Kenya Ports Authority Chair Karebu Kostani. Jemilis Sugar CEO Kipto Kiblam. Zoya Sugar MD Estron Kotut. NPS Service Commission CEO Peter Kiptanui, JSU Commandant Eliud Langat, Kenya Copyright Board CEO Edward Segei, NCIC Director General Viromena Kapkori, Register of Companies CEO Joyce Koech, Kenya National Chamber of Commerce and Industry President Dr. Eric RUTO, National Council of People with Disability Chair Elizabeth Chesang, Director General of Public Investments and Portfolio Management Lawrence Kibet, Register of Companies Joyce Koech, Jemiri Sugar CEO Kipto Kiblam, I think ni kama amerudia kama sijakosea, Kenya Tourism Board CEO Julius Chirchil, Water Sector Trust Fund Chair Eric RUTO, KCB CEO Anastasia Kemtai, NPS Service Commission CEO Peter Kiptanui, CPK Deputy Governor Susan Koech, KBCU Chairman Daniel Chemo, Livertex MD Thomas Kipkurgat, KVDA Chairman Mark Jeserogon, Kenya Investment Authority MD June Chepkemei, Director General Kenya Urban Road Authority Kura D Chief Romena Kandi, T Board of Kenya CEO Will K. Mutai, Kenya Water Tower Agency CEO Professor Julius Tanui, Huduma Center CEO Benjamin Jelumo, KMTC Chairman Joseph Jeriot, SRC Chair Jerob Ngetich, and many more. And somebody said, the only super political leader we have in this country so far. Where were you when 60 million used to MCA from Kisii County, China? Hii anaongea yake. Onyonga, or what you call yourself, we don't need your vote for the P2P impeached. Yani Wakenya wengine hata muambiwa mkue enlightened aje baada ya mwezi sikia. The only house with sober minds is the Senate. I'm proud of my Senator Onyonga together with his colleagues, the likes of Omtata Kajwang, Sifuna Kalwal, and many others. Yes. Senator Onyonga doesn't mince his words. He lays bare what he thinks is right, and that's the work of Senate oversight. Yes. This man always talks sense. I wish him that one day to have a chance and lead this nation at higher level. In short, Rick G is going nowhere. The Senate is never in tandem with the National Assembly. They must pull in a different direction, at least for them. They get the privilege of gauging the public mood on such matters and choose where to lean. I sense soberness in this Senate. Very articulative points. This man should be our next president. If all elected leaders use their head and not their stomach, this country could be better. This one of the super leader in Kenya. Senator Onyonga is a true leader, a statesman, and a voice for the common and the Munyonge Mwananchi. May God continue to bless you wherever you are. I'll see you through a calling out the roads, corruption and evil happening in high places. Government also help you to liberate this country in the name of the one that is above every other name, Jesus Christ. Amen. Wow, our wise senator who is to be part of the judgment team should be discussing pending impeachment process on TV. Already you can tell his stand from the statements. Okay, he's a very wise leader. Together with Omtata, they can change this country. Anyway, guys, hata niache kusoma, nisisome zote. But you know guys, what I like about the Senate, akina Mtata wako hapo, Sifuna, Kalwale, watu wako hapo, wow, wanaenda na evidence, si mambo na kubebewa akili. That's why I like these people. Wanaenda na evidence. Eti sasa umekuja na vitu zako, sasa unataka kusema, oh sasa ilikuwa, ikakuwa. Awa lazima you go with the nini. Lazima you go with the evidence. Si eti ilikuwa nini. So, I'm super happy for our Senate. We hope tutapata good decision ama ile kitu yenye wata decide, but I wish pia tupate mtu wa file impeachment ya Ruto. Huyu Ruto tunataka pia tumng'oe mamlakani bana. Hawezi akakuwa anatukalia hivi, ametunyanyasa, watu wamekufa juu yake, juu ya hizi vitu zenye ameleta, sijui saa sesi sosu hizo, alafu expect ati sasa to assume like nothing has ever happened. So I don't know wewe kama mtazamaji wa Cyprian TV, what's your take about this whole scenario yenye inaendelea kwa Senate? Do you think deputy president will be impeached ama the Senate will rescue him ama will save him? Hapo kwa comment section, kindly drop your comments so that we can know what you think about this whole scenario. Thank you so much. May God bless you. Much love, much love.
Also the understanding that currently in the broad-based arrangement that the House is likely to vote in that direction, similar to what we saw at the National Assembly. So what is the place of facts, or is the place of emotions, or is the place of interpersonal relations, even as you go to determine this?
You're being very kind. Leader Madam Elachi doesn't want you to talk about whether it's bread-based, broad-based, bride-based. You know, it's become everything. There's something that happened at the National Assembly the other day, which, again, this is an exercise that we are learning from. The members of Parliament did not sit, or neither did they receive counsel from, I believe, the members of the clerks and members of the legal department or whatever, so that they understand that even when you're making your accusations, they must be based on the motion that you've tabled. That's number one. Number two, the second issue that came out very clearly is that, yes, because of the broad-based arrangement, you saw many of my colleagues from the ODM side speaking passionately about Honorable GACHAGUA's issues, and therefore in the public realm, in the public sight, it looks like members of Parliament have just become a lynch mob, whose intention and purpose was to try and excruciatingly punish GACHAGUA and talk about everything they could talk about him. Sami, how many times have we said here, it is not an accident that in 1963, Mzee Kenyatta disagreed with Jaramogi and Murumbi. You come, Moi disagreed with Kibaki and Saitoti. You come, Kibaki disagreed with Raila, Kalonzo was on the side, struggling with it, didn't know how to handle it. What happened? Uhuru came. Only that Uhuru maintained William until after his first term. The second term, William went crazy. So what is repeating itself is exactly what William did to the president, who was Uhuru. So why are we behaving?
So is that the purpose of Article 150?
Absolutely.
To deal with a disagreement in the presidency?
Absolutely. Which was never meant, the constitution we brought in on 2010 was to cure that. The constitution...
Let me rephrase. Is the essence of Article 150
yes,
to cure disagreements between the president and the deputy?
Absolutely. It is supposed to act as a deterrence. It's supposed to make you have second thoughts. Because you won this election as a presidency. William RUTO didn't go and say, vote for me, decide whether you're going to give me GACHAGUA or not. They went as a team. Uhuru went with President William RUTO as a team. So where we are today, and that is why, if you remember during the elections, how many times did William RUTO say, I will never mistreat my VP. I will never treat him the way Uhuru has treated me. I will never do that. Now, the reason why people are saying we don't care about what you're saying is because everything looks, not that the president could be the one giving instructions for those things to happen, or even if it was, it doesn't bother me. The point is exactly what he said he wouldn't do is exactly what has happened.